All right, well, we're live, and my name is Mary Sloan, and I really want to thank you for coming to this hangout. We love sharing our bling with you, and I have two beautiful bling fans with me, Denise and Candace, and I know that we both, all three of us, are real excited about the kind of bling that we get to share and to enjoy. Oops. Okay. Now that we have Facebook quiet, we can carry on with this. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to now turn it over to Denise and ask her to tell you about why she's excited about bling.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you live in the world, and how exciting for us to be able to do a bling party live on the internet to many of the countries where our wonderful products can be shipped to. I believe there's now a total of 156 countries. So we're excited about global wealth trade because we have incredible fashion, beautiful items that Candace is going to come on and show you live. And they're just super to wear, to look at, to touch. It's just a very wonderful product, and it's growing, and it's moving fast. So I'm going to pass the call over to you, Candace, and show us some of your bling that you've got.
Well, thank you so much, Denise. Hello, everyone. My name is Candace Gish, and I hail from Alberta, Canada. And, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom. You know, this opportunity and these products were something that I really was looking forward to getting involved with because I love luxury. You know, I love to look at it, but I never thought that I could afford it. And now I'm able to afford it because I'm allowed to share it with you. And it's just a wonderful thing. What I'm going to do today is just quickly kind of show you some of the products that I have right now. These are some of the these are called the Fairy Shield. So I'm just going to put some of these on so you can see what they look like. There we go. And I'll go sideways. They're absolutely beautiful. And I've got some of the silver earrings here that I'm wearing. This is a ring. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that okay, Denise?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
good.
beautiful.
Yeah, it is absolutely, and it's something that I like to wear all the time now. I do have one of my handbags that I have available to show each and every one of you, and it's got the fairy logo on the bottom there, and it's something that's just in my touch. There's so much room inside of it. And another of my favorite pieces is the new wallets, and it's made from ostrich skin. So it's quite durable. You know, it's got a lot of room inside, and it's great. And Mary, you've got some slides that we can show our viewers today?
I sure do, and thanks so much for that. It's really, really a wonderful opportunity, I think, that we get to share this amazing, amazing product, and to get that we actually can make money just by sharing it. All right, everything is coming together here shortly, I am sure. Google's just having a bit of a meltdown while it tries to figure out how to do all this good stuff. Come on, you can do this thing. It's so good when Google does it right, and so interesting when it can't figure out how to share screen. Okay, what are you doing?
Well, we're seeing Candace now up on the screen.
Yeah, I know, and I am trying to get a screen up there that allows you to see this slide presentation, and it normally works really well, but maybe today it's not going to.
Yeah, Google Hangouts is a wonderful thing when it works, but it doesn't always work, ladies and gentlemen. So
Oh, there we go. Yahoo!
There we go.
We have a presentation up there. Okay, sorry about that, Candace. Just making things a little more interesting for us today. Okay, so we're here with Global Wealth Trade. Let me kind of bring you through the slideshow.
Excellent. Look at these beautiful products that we have here. We are an award-winning designer line. We have everything that everybody's going to like, you know, everyone, everywhere, every occasion. And we start at $18.
Pretty affordable.
Yeah. You know, and it's beautiful. It's something that you want to wear everywhere. These are some of the products that we receive, and I actually received in my package, and you know, they are beautiful. You just want to wear them for any occasion.
Yeah, I really like that set of bangles, that kind of gold and silvery one. Wow, that's so great.
Yes. And there's the ones on the side there, they come apart, so you don't have to fit your hand into anything. You just put it right on. And here's some of the products that we have. We have our accessories, the silver, the fine silver, our timepieces, the shields, the tungsten and plankton. We also have our purses and wallets, you know, so I showed you some of these that firsthand what I have, and you know, we have so many more. And we have a whole new product line coming in June. And there's another
that'll be
person.
Really exciting.
Yes. Well, it is. You know, it's exciting for what's going to be coming out. I'm really excited about, you know, the shoe line that's coming out, and there's going to be some perfumes and clothing lines. You know, it's quite exciting for what's going to be available.
It is always exciting with global wealth trade, I think.
So, shall we talk about weddings now?
Yes, let's go right into the weddings.
Okay, now this is where I love those shades, those shields, Candace. I just love them. I think they're awesome. And they look so good on anyone. We were at a trade show last weekend, and there was several different ladies at the booth, and everyone tried on those shields, and every single person looked really good in them. So that's a testament to the product. Let's talk about weddings. GWT has a line of products that they actually started with, and it's called the Fairy Mosh line. And this is where they get into the luxury of 19 karat and 21 karat jewelry. These are custom made. These are, you can choose whatever diamonds you want to put into your rings. For example, you could choose the Canadian diamonds, which are, you know, world-renowned diamonds. And 19K and 21K jewelry is usually very soft. It is not something that is commonly used on day-to-day wearing, such as an engagement ring that gets banged around a lot or used a lot. And it is a special method that they have trademarked and designed themselves to put the tungsten and the rhodium into the jewelry, into the gold, in white gold, rose gold, yellow gold, that allows it to be hard enough to be worn, and it gives it an exclusive note. There's no one else that has this in the world. And we have a complete catalog where you can go in and you can look at all the designs, and every mold is made individual. Now, we also aren't just for the ladies. We have limited edition diamond-studded timepieces for the men. We have one coming out in June, which I believe will have a total of 633 diamonds. And there's been many awards won for these watches. They're collectible. They increase in value. People actually earn them and put them, a lot of men put them in their safety deposit boxes for their sons for the future. And, you know, over the past few years, they've already increased dramatically in value. So we got another slide there, Mary?
Yes, our celebrities. I mean, we get to share these with Hollywood. I sometimes think it's great that we get to wear, and just like the Hollywood stars, get paid for wearing the bling. How much fun is that?
Exactly. I mean, there's all kinds of famous people have worn Fairy Posh, Fairy Mosh, and the Fairy line, you know, all over, on the runways, on the red carpets, in fundraisers, charity auctions. It is a great way for people to get to really looking at our products, because whenever there's a celebrity that wears it, people pay attention. That is for sure. And we can see some of the people on here. I mean, there's Eric Roberts, Julia Roberts' brother, and there's Shannon Tweed, married to the Kiss fellow. I can't think of his name right now, but
yeah.
Jane Simmons, yes, I should know that. I watch that show every now and again because it's quite good. So they've endorsed it. And so when celebrities start endorsing your products, people in the fashion world really pay attention. And just a note about engagement rings. One of the things that we have been talking about is, for example, a young man, he has spent the last 6 months of his life on weekends being dragged around to mall looking at engagement rings because she's giving the big hints. And he's finally ready to make that leap. So what does he do? He goes and he finds a ring that's within his budget, but he puts it on his credit card. Well, here, what you can do with Global Wealth Trade is, and both of them can do this, they can become involved in the business side of Global Wealth Trade, and they can actually earn that engagement ring. And they can lay away, they can put money aside for it, they can earn it with their earnings, they can purchase it eventually. So instead of going into debt and starting their marriage off with debt, they can actually start that off with an asset, because we all know that diamonds have drastically increased in value, especially Canadian diamonds, over the past many years. So we like that concept, and it's certainly a wonderful one for us to share with people. And here's the Fairy Designer lines at the Emmys in 2013. They had a side booth, so all the celebrities came in and tried on different items and wore them down the red carpet and outside, and really getting the fairy line known. So do we have another slide, Mary?
Yeah, where we've seen them all over the place with the Golden Globes, etc., etc.
Wonderful. Yeah, there's Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed. The ladies on The View got the beautiful special heart necklace, and there's Eric Roberts with, I believe that's his timepiece, and that was a charity auction, I believe, from TIFF, from the Toronto International Film Festival. And we've got, Fox News is given, and of course endorsed by Oprah Winfrey. So there's lots of people that are having the fairy line, the fairy posh, and the fairy mosh. And here we have Jennifer Lopez on the cover of Premier Global's Women magazine, and there's the fairy logo down there in the lower left-hand side, along with the owner of Global Wealth Trade and the vice president, Sanaz Human, and the owner is Ramin Mesgarlou. And their history goes back many centuries of jewelry design and gem design, gem cutting, etc. This is especially Ramin's family, they go back to the 1500s, so it's in their DNA. And there's a picture of that beautiful timepiece, the one that has been sold out. Most of the limited edition timepieces sell out very quickly. In fact, the men have little, not fist fights, but they certainly have arguments over who's going to get the last one. And that is going to be more and more seen. And also, too, in our Fairy Posh line, we're going to see more of the day-to-day watches that everybody's going to really enjoy for the men, because the Fairy Posh line has pretty much been for the women up until now. So starting in June, we're going to see a lot more pieces added. And I'll pass that over to you, Mary, now for the this is where you really have a knowledge about what makes this so special in the jewelry industry.
Okay, thanks so much, Denise, and I love those. I always want to call them shades. I guess that's old school, but they really do look great on you, Candace, and I've got to get me some of those. Anyway, those are beautiful, and our jewelry has been recognized by one of the premier jewelry magazines. The Canadian Jeweler magazine has been a respected authority for more than 130 years. And they have recognized us not once, not twice, but 3 times. When we came out with the 21 karat and 19 karat gold, which everybody knew, you know how everybody knew it was impossible? They could not believe that we were successful in hardening gold enough that it would actually act as jewelry and hold stones. So they just have nothing but great things to say about our jewelry. And now we're going to be coming out with new collections. June is the big convention, and there's all kinds of new things coming out. So there'll be new products in the Posh line, which is in our fashion line. Those red line watches look like they're going to be a lot of fun. We've been told that the men are also going to get to share now a little more in the fashion line, so that'll be great. And of course, we've got the Hollywood red carpet collection. And I mean, here we have these 3 beautiful watches that looks to me like it is probably rose gold. And you've got your selection. And those are not the real diamonds, but they are spectacular watches nonetheless. And then, of course, just as a reminder that we do, of course, have the watches that are, in fact, studded with real diamonds. And as Denise said, these often come out with more than 600 diamonds on them. So we have both the President's Watch and the Toronto Watch, which have been featured in the past. And these are now tucked away in people's safety deposit boxes, worn only on very special occasions, because these are truly collector's items. And this is really exciting because what we were able to do for gold, which was take it to a new level of purity and harden it to turn into jewelry, we have now done with silver. And they are calling it palladium instead of silver. And so instead of being 92.5% silver, it's now 95% silver. And they harden it with, is it palladium, Denise? And
yeah, palladium and rhodium.
Rhodium. And so it retains that gorgeous luster, looks absolutely spectacular. So palladium will be the new buzzword in the luxury world when this becomes available. And that's coming fast. June is soon here. And I have to say, when I saw these leather boots and shoes, I don't wear heels, but oh my gosh, are they ever beautiful. I just can't wait to see the whole line.
Yeah, it's exquisitely beautiful.
And of course, we've got the current fairy bags, which are in amazing Italian leather. And you've seen Candace's bags, but I understand that we're going to have even more become available, so we can hardly wait. And then, of course, they've now come out with their own perfume, their own fragrance for women, which is called Sensuous, and their own fragrance for the men called the Ultimate Masculinity. And everybody knows how strong our sense of smell is. So having our very own perfume is really going to put us on the map in terms of the luxury lines. And these fragrances have been created in France. They're all natural, so there's not going to be the reactions and the issues that there are with the fragrances that are made with less natural scents. And then, of course, if you're interested in income, we have a complete marketing system. And as a matter of fact, we have done up a video to go through that for you. And if you look on the Facebook page right at the very bottom, you'll see a link to a YouTube video that will, in fact, show you how you can make money with us in ever so many ways. And I loved what Sean Haynes said about the fact that we really are dealing with wealth items. And so it's a great way, if you're interested in increasing your wealth, to have a look at what we can do for you. We have our fabulous catalog. That'll be changing, of course, with all the new items being added. And we have a gift certificate. So we can certainly help people get started with a 200 gift certificate, which we give people just as a thank you. And this is probably my favorite slide because it shows that we really care. You know, it's all great when you talk about all these beautiful, beautiful items and everybody gets excited about it, but it's great to be able to take care of the less fortunate. And so when the Philippines had their typhoon and everything was destroyed, GWT was there helping them with a relief fund and helping them get back on their feet. At the Toronto Film Festival, they had a big fundraiser where all the stars came out to buy lots of the beautiful jewelry, and all the proceeds were given to kids with cancer. And this list goes on. They're just involved in so many ways in taking care of those who are less fortunate. And I think that shows really where their heart is in all this. So thank you so much for coming. And if you have any questions or you're interested in discovering more about our fantastic line, please get back with the person who invited you, or you can leave me a message down below in the Facebook comments, and I'll be glad to get back with you. Thanks so much.